Hello people, welcome to the People Building video podcast. Today you are joining me from our brand spanking new office. So let me just show you around the new place. So we have obviously the door just there and then a row of cupboards. That one over there, that's actually my desk. And for some reason I'm not sitting in it today. And then over here, look at that, we've got windows and broken blinds, but we do have windows all the same, and then a load of stuff up on the wall for us to be getting on and doing. So it is December 2012 and it is 5 days before Christmas, which means that it's 5 days before we get a week off. Yay! And it's been a really tough year this year. It's been a tough year because of the economy has been challenging for us as an organisation. But it's been a tough year just in the fact that I've been working my little socks off. So I wanted to just acknowledge all of you who tune in and watch the video podcast, read the newsletters, visit the website, are signed up to the members club, or any of those other things that make you part of the People Building Network. We will obviously continue to provide you with more great content throughout 2013, but thank you for being part of us this year. And it's as a result of people like you that we've been able to move on and grow as an organisation, and we now have 2 other people who are employed here in the office with me, as well as having moved into our lovely big office, and lots of other major successes that we've managed to achieve this year, like doubling the company profits. Yay! So before I move on and do the article today, I just wanted to say a very big thank you to you all, and also to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and lots of best wishes for 2013. Thank you. Alright, so our article for today is called Priorities, and if you'd like to see the written version of this article, you can find it on the People Building website in the articles section. And it says, I was once working with a client who had his own business, several in fact. He has a family and is also part of a project in the local community. He came to see me because he was in a state of absolute overwhelm. His employees had lost focus. His wife was completely frustrated at never spending any time with him, and he didn't have enough hours in the day to get everything done that needed doing. When he first came to see me, he knew everything that he needed to do, but knowing it overwhelmed him further because he knew he didn't have the time to attend to it. His work was in the entertainment industry, and as such, he spent a lot of his time visiting clients and spending one-to-one time with them. This made it difficult for him to do the things that would really make a significant difference to his business. He knew what he had to do, but he didn't have the time to do it. It occurred to me that if something major happened, something that would overshadow his day-to-day tasks, he would of course find the time to do it. So I asked him how long it would take to do one of the important tasks that he couldn't find the time to do, a task which, if he did have the time to do it, would save him a significant amount of time in the long run. He said that it would take 2 days to complete the task. I then asked him to imagine that a major client had called him up, really keen to work with him. The client needed some one-to-one time, but importantly, had requested also that he spend 2 days within their organisation, getting to grips with their business so he could better understand their needs. I stressed that this imaginary company could pay him more than anyone has ever paid him before, and there would also be repeat business. I could see he was getting excited by the prospect of my imaginary proposition. I asked if he could find 2 days to go and visit the imaginary company, and he said a very definite yes. I said, just for the sake of really playing along, what 2 days can you go to the imaginary company? He checked his diary and he told me 2 consecutive days. He had other stuff on, but it was stuff he felt he could juggle to other days. I'd previously told this man to find a couple of days to do the tasks that would in the long run make life easier and save him time and energy. But he replied telling me that he didn't even have an hour to spare. Even though he knew the positive impact of completing these tasks, he just couldn't find the time. However, when I presented him with an imaginary opportunity which excited him, he was able to make the time that he needed. Whilst he was completely aware of the relief he would experience by getting things done, it wasn't enough to get him to find the time to do them. His belief that there wasn't time got in the way. With a different framework, time appeared where it had not existed before. I then had him put my imaginary event in his diary, but told him those were the 2 days to complete what had now become his priority tasks. If you have a task that you haven't found the time to do, pretend that you need to find the time for something you would undoubtedly make time for. When you've realised what can be changed or moved to make way for your imaginary event, then fill the time with your top priority task. Have a great Christmas, everyone.